Good morning, Scotland. Good morning, social media land. I hope you are well. It is Monday, the 23rd of September 2024. Unionist parties have been playing a clever game with Scotland's electoral system for years, and it's time that we talk about it. You see, the additional member system, or AMS, was designed to make Holyrood more representative. But instead of reflecting Scotland's true political landscape, Unionist parties have used it to their advantage. Listen, before I go any further, I want you to know that I accept that Westminster Labour won a bunch of Westminster seats in Scotland at the last general election. I also accept that 47% of those Labour voters would vote for independence in Scotland. And then there is me also accepting that 250,000 people who would normally vote SNP just stayed at home during the election because the SNP were a bit of a mess. So when I say Scotland's true political landscape, I mean without a doubt that Scotland is on the cusp of taking independence, and its true political landscape is that of pro-Indy, pro-Scotland. Anyway, the Unionist parties have mastered the art of regional list voting, filling Holyrood with MSPs who don't win their constituency seats. Take the Conservatives, for example. In 2021, they won only 5 constituency seats, yet thanks to the list, they ended up with 24 seats in total. Labour did the same, clinging on to Holyrood by winning only 2 constituencies, but securing 20 more seats from the list. The regional vote has become their safety net, a way to remain relevant despite a shrinking base of support in many parts of Scotland. This allows Unionist parties to keep a firm foothold in Holyrood, even though their constituency results tell a different story. They continue to take up space in Parliament, fighting against Scotland's interests and its right to decide its own future. The list vote was supposed to bring balance to the Parliament, which by political party it does. But instead, it has empowered parties that keep Westminster's interests front and centre. Unionist MSPs, who often lose their constituency battles, still manage to claim significant influence by gaming the list vote. So while independent supporters focus on the constituency vote, Unionists quietly win in the background, slipping into power through the back door. It is no accident that pro-independence voices struggle to gain the upper hand in Holyrood when the list vote is used so effectively against them. The very system meant to ensure fair representation is now a tool for maintaining the status quo. But this works both ways. What if pro-independence voters use the list vote to their advantage, just like the Unionist parties have done? Traditionally, SNP voters followed a strategy of both votes SNP, and that worked great in 2011, when there was the right amount of constituency seats versus the right amount of list votes. This delivered a clear majority for the SNP, who have tried to replicate this since, at every election, but has failed due to the popularity they have held in the constituencies. In 2021, taking Glasgow as an example, the SNP won all 9 constituencies. 133,917 votes were cast for them on the list, but those votes were divided by 10 before the seats were even allocated, so they would start the allocation process with only 13,391 votes. Labour and the Tories started their allocation with 74,000 and 37,000 votes respectively. To secure even one seat on the list in Glasgow, the SNP would have had to have gained every vote that was cast in Glasgow for the regional list, and then more. This would never happen, so the proportional representation element of the additional member system gave 4 Labour, 2 Tories and 1 Green MSP into Holyrood. But what if we as traditional SNP voters use the regional vote more tactically? Could we elect more pro-Scottish voices into Parliament? Well, let's consider what would have happened if all 133,917 SNP list votes went to a list-only pro-independence political entity. Without boring you with the calculation, the result would have been totally different. By doing this, there would have been 4 more pro-Scottish MSPs in Holyrood, and if this was replicated right across all the regions, there would have been over 30 new pro-Scottish MSPs. Would you rather not see the SNP debate with other pro-Scottish MSPs on issues that matter in Scotland, instead of the Unionist parties heckling from their seats like pantomime characters? The system is there, and it's up to us to use it in a way that strengthens the movement for independence. It's up to you to learn about how our voting system works and how we can use it to our advantage if we leave behind party politics and consider the bigger picture of independence. Go now to my YouTube channel and look for this video and spend 10 minutes of your life learning how tactical use of your second vote will be the best benefit for the independence movement. If Unionists can benefit from the additional member system, why shouldn't we? Have a great day.